statement.
Yep, another awesome game, awesome college baseball game against a great Arkansas team, and unbelievable environment. It's such a incredible experience to look at it in the micro level, but then also think about it from 30,000 feet of where we've come in 4 years, and the crowd today. I mean, our crowd was absolutely incredible, and super proud of these guys. I thought they competed at a super high level, and they were poised, and they were prepared, and they loved the moment. It was really fun. Proud of these guys.
Questions for the student athletes, and again, say your name and affiliation with our own video, and then go for it.
Henry Greystone, Lawrence Turner. Well, Bodie, you've pitched on back-to-back days a fair amount this season. What went into getting ready for today, and how did you feel doing those 2 innings?
I think just with it being postseason baseball, I should want to pitch in every single game that comes about. So getting that mindset every single day and getting my arm right for whatever they have in store for me is my mindset going into every game.
And then Tyson, you had already seen Dietz twice. What did you kind of see in that at bat where you were able to get the home run to tie it?
Yeah, hats off to him. He's a great pitcher. That guy's gonna pitch in the big leagues. I was just trying to capitalize on any mistake that he hung over the plate. I spoiled a few good fastballs, so I had a good idea that he was gonna try to get me with his wipeout breaking ball that he had got a lot of us on today.
Noah Darling, College Baseball Central. Bodie, you think back a few months ago at this point to that week where you played Nebraska and you were a starter, then you were a reliever. What has your mindset been as you've been a full-time reliever, and what do you prepare for when you know you're going into a game like today?
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't even call myself a starter or reliever. I just go out there and get the 3 outs in front of me. That's my role every single time I go out there. So focusing on that and taking whatever they give me.
Daniel Corright, Kansas Nation. This is for Mason and Bodie. You guys only gave up 3 hits as a staff. Just what was going right for you guys throughout the game?
I mean, I gave up 3 hits. He didn't give up any hits. I mean, that was just all me. I mean, that team, that's a great offense. I mean, I did my part. Kind of got a little tired at the end there, but I mean, the bullpen just comes right back around and does the job. It was awesome. I mean, getting ahead, it just felt great. Didn't walk too many guys. It was unreal.
Yeah,
Matt? Go ahead. Sorry.
We preach every day to get ahead, and honestly, you see the averages go down the more you're ahead in count. So continuing to stay with that approach on the mound every single time we're out there is what helps us to be effective.
Matt Tagar, S1 Sports. Mason, you know the guy on the other mound, and you knew the challenge today. I wonder how much of that played into your head. How fun is that to be given the ball to go against a guy like that, maybe first round pick?
It was awesome. I mean, just knowing he's a sophomore too. It was just like, I mean, everybody in that game pretty much was a sophomore except for Bodie and maybe one other pitcher for the Razorbacks. But I mean, it was just unreal. Like knowing that challenge, it just it makes you want it more. I mean, you just want to beat that guy. I mean, he pitched great. He did awesome today.
Did you feel like you were pretty locked in pretty quickly?
Yeah. I mean, I felt pretty good. I felt like I was hitting my spots. I was doing all right. It just like boosts your like want to win whenever someone's like better out there. I mean, I think he's better than me. He definitely is. But I mean, it just boosts you. Like you want to win when he's out there.
And for Tyson and Bodie, both of you guys, when you're watching Mace duel him, Hunter, what's that like from your perspective? You guys are watching your guy go toe-to-toe with him.
I mean, knowing Cook, he's an amazing pitcher, and since I've been pitching, I've never. It's crazy to when you look at the scoreboard and the guy's got like 42 pitches through 4 innings, and it's just crazy how effective he was, and he was efficient. He was really efficient, and that's what we asked for.
Yeah, that guy was great on the other side, but any day of the week I'm riding with our guys. And our guys did their job today. Hats off to them. They threw amazing. To give up, I think it was 3 hits to that caliber of an offense, that's very impressive. It makes our job easy as an offense.
Neil Jones from KCTV5. For the players, this environment to get the home run, to get the ball that falls in front of the center fielder ends up being a triple. What do plays like that and the crowd do to you guys?
Crowd played a big part today. I know you had just mentioned something about the crowd. That atmosphere was insane. That's one of the best atmospheres I've ever played in front of. Obviously, we come out tomorrow to compete for regional championship, so we need them out there behind us, first and through the ninth, and once again.
Other players?
Yeah, the crowd environment is crazy. We have pitch comms in our hats, and usually I'd say I'm at like a volume 11, and before I went out there I put it up to 17. So that says enough about the crowd that we had there.
Whenever that ball got past the center fielder, that Dylan hit, it's just like, it's a massive momentum. I mean, I couldn't imagine what they felt like. It's just like the weight of the world is on their shoulders when that ball passed them. I mean, we've been in that situation, but I mean, we bounced right back. I mean, it's just a huge momentum shift. It's unreal.
Kind of a similar question, Bodie. What were the emotions like of that final out, and then it goes to review, and then you guys celebrate again afterward?
Yeah, I think I got a little bit of my excitement out when the first call went through, and I had to maintain my composure and hold it for a little bit. But I was pretty confident that Tyson's arm got him out, so I wasn't worried. I didn't throw any warm up pitches after that because I was confident with us.
Anything else for a student athlete? Thanks, guys. You guys free to go play. You just coach.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, great job. Appreciate you guys.
Good job, Cookie.
All right, questions for Coach Matt?
Fitz, I wonder if you could just talk a little bit more about Mason and that opportunity he had to go toe-to-toe with Hunter.
Well, you just met him. He's the best, and that's what he's like every day. And you know, the moment's never too big. He wants the ball. He's competitive. He's very intelligent, great worker, great teammate, and you know, he's just trying to do his job out there as all of our pitchers were. I don't know that you go toe to toe with Dietz. I mean, that guy, that's as electric as I've seen in my years of doing this, which has been a couple. He was phenomenal, but Cookie, unbelievable job of just keeping us in the game. So when he came out, that's what I told him. I said, man, that's exactly what we needed to stay in the game. But yeah, he's special. I mean, you guys see him, he's as authentic as it gets.
And Dave talked about they knew what they had to do against him, try to get under the ball and not let him, you know, leap ground ball after ground ball. When that's the idea, and the other guy's career high 14 strikeouts, it's such a different approach. Do you tell him to do anything different? Is it the same exact approach for him? I mean, does he have to even think outside of his realm?
No, I think, you know, just like we knew exactly what Dietz was going to try to do to us, I think they knew exactly what Cookie was going to try to do to them. And I think this sport, it's so hard. Hitting is so hard. And then, you know, you go up against elite stuff like both teams had to go up against today. It's just, you just battle for and scrap for runs. So, yeah, two great pitchers. I mean, what an environment, what a college baseball game with two guys that are going to play baseball for a long time.
Taylor.
Coach Taylor Kaufman, KNBC 9. Just seeing those guys up there next to you, it looked like, I mean, you were smiling the whole time. What is it that has that smile kind of stuck on your face? I imagine it's probably more than the win.
Yeah, they're a special team, and they're, you know, the last two seasons have been marked by a bunch of college guys that are really kind. They're incredibly kind to each other. That's not a word that, you know, necessarily I've used to describe, you know, teams in the past. Tough, gritty, all that stuff for sure, but they're very kind and they're very funny. You know, Cookie talking about the weight of the world. I love the mind of a college. I'm like, bro, buckle up. It gets a lot tougher. But you know, they're super fun. The difference with this team and any other team I've coached is their ability to prepare on game day. They can mess around and have as much fun, and I'm sure they'll be playing cards at some point tonight and laughing it up in the locker room, and probably have a disco ball going right now. I don't know what is going on in there, but when it comes to game day, they just prepare incredibly well. So they're a joy to be around and savoring every moment with them.
Jack Ritter, 24/7 Sports. 4,042 fans in attendance tonight. Felt like the environment was great yesterday, but it was probably even better today. Was there a moment where you kind of stepped back, maybe pregame, maybe during the game, after the game, where you felt that crowd right behind you?
Yeah, I mean, I felt it coming in the ballpark. I went on a walk this morning and walked past, 100 students in line, I don't know what time it was, but, and then, you hear of the line growing and you just hear people coming into the ballpark, and there's a very distinct sound that you hear in the dugout as the crowd starts to build, and the optics of it, to look out in the backyard, just a great name for that, but to look out in the backyard and see it filling up, and the students were, it's hard to describe how amazing they are. So yeah, palpable for sure. You could feel it. I mean, there were multiple times in the dugout where, my emotions are frayed after 25 years of doing this. I don't feel a whole lot, and I felt a lot tonight. My hair was standing up on my arms for a good chunk of that. It was electric.
Jackson Fuller, Southwest Times record. Coach, you talked about Cook doing his job, but the offense on the other side, did you feel like if you could have a tie game when Dietz left, like you guys were in a good position there to win that game if it could be tied or even within striking distance there?
Yeah, I don't know that I ever went there mentally to say if we're here at this point, then I just knew we had to keep it close. These games, played in 100 of these, and the margin for error is just so thin, and so it's usually who gets the big hit, and if they get a big hit, can you match it? So Robinette hits the home run, and we're able to come back and match it in the bottom, and so they score in the second, we're able to score in the third. So I think you just try to go punch for punch and hope that you throw more. So we needed to get him out of the game. I was hoping we did it long before that, but he just, he had a super, was it the fifth that he punched out the side? And the sixth, yeah, he was so efficient in the sixth that I thought we could get him out there. And but yeah, he was electric, and I think we just, to keep it close, I think in those games is the key.
Jacob Webb, University of Daly, Kansas. Coach Ryan Ritter maybe hasn't had his best stuff for the past few weeks. Got put in a tough spot today. Retired all 7 guys he faced. Just can you talk about the confidence going with him in that spot?
Yeah, and I'd say that last weekend, he maybe had his best stuff against West Virginia. I thought he was electric, and was it West Virginia? Who did he come in against? Oklahoma State. Yeah, I thought he was great. Yeah, that's right. He didn't have to throw. We didn't use him against West Virginia. I thought he had a little bit of a lull there before that, but I thought tonight and last week he was electric. He's phenomenal. He's a future rotation piece for us. He's a guy that he and Cookie next year are quite a formidable rotation. But yeah, I thought he was fantastic. I a little nervous when he started cramping. But he fought through that, and he'll be ready to go tomorrow.
Noah Darling, College Baseball Central. Coach, you've always been pretty complimentary of Travis Goff and what he's done to support your program. What's your perspective on how this regional came together, the backyard, everything around it, and your perspective when you're actually sitting in the dugout and looking at it?
Yeah, well, Travis is an incredible athletic director and leader, and has a great vision for things, and so when all of a sudden they're talking about taking down the left field wall and creating an environment back there, I knew it was going to be awesome. But all the things that they did that they've done with the third base, the alumni tent, just the whole thing, and the way that everything has been run and how smooth it's been. The communication has been incredible. We've got a great NCAA rep here this week, Kirk, who's doing a fantastic job. So, but all that trickles down from the top, and Travis is the best of the best, and it's been really amazing to be a part of seeing this all come together.
Dave Correct, Kansas Nation. Coach, what does tomorrow look like for you? Obviously, you get the late game, and you get 2 teams that you've already played against Friday and Saturday. I guess what's the strategy behind that? I mean, where are you watching the game? Are you in the stands? Just watching those 2 teams that you already have a scout on.
Yeah, I think it's a combo of we've got the scout on them, and we've got to pay attention to what's happening in the game, because it'll probably be telling about who we might face and what relievers they'll be able to bring back. So definitely be an active scout during the first game. But really, it just at this point of the year, it just comes down to getting the guys prepared to play and sticking to a schedule, so they'll have mobility in the weight room at 12:15 with the position players and pitchers at 12:45, and I'm sure they're negotiating with Marbach right now on what their pregame meal should be, and they're probably arguing about what uniforms we should wear, and it'll be business as usual. But yeah, it's just go to bed at some point tonight when the adrenaline goes away, and hope that my kids sleep in past 6 o'clock tomorrow and get up and do it again. But yeah, it's going to be a fantastic day and ready to compete with these guys.
Hey Coach, Bethany Bowman, Sports Radio 810. Got the crowd involved and engaged early with the challenge call. Do you feel like the timing sometimes is good to set the tone on some of those, or are the decisions always just if you truly feel strongly about a call?
Well, sometimes they replay it really quick on the board, and you can watch it before your 30-second timer goes off. So I knew I was going to review it, but I held my hand up for a minute, hoping to buy 30 seconds, and didn't replay fast enough. But those are, I think I trust my players a lot with those, and sometimes they're right and sometimes they're wrong. But I trusted the players, and you know, those bang plays at first base are always a coin flip. And I thought to lead off the game, I certainly didn't think, man, I wonder if I'm going to have to replay the first pitch of the game. But I just thought it was critical to take a chance on that, and certainly didn't think it was going to engage the fans or anything like that. But obviously we got it right, and fortunate there.
Brady pinched it yesterday, started the day. Curious how you've seen him handle the injury and really your strategy with him moving forward.
Well, Brady yesterday, was better than he was the day before, and today he was better than he was yesterday. So he just keeps getting better. He's done a really nice job in left field for us all year. So his defense is important. He sees the ball really well. He doesn't chase. So I don't think he's at full go, but his quality of at bats are still super high, and we just need to keep getting him to heal so we can get him back to full go. But he's certainly good enough to play right now.
Matt?
Dan, you've talked about Tyson's power before this year a little bit. I wonder if you can elaborate. I mean, where does it come from? Did you know he had it when you recruited him?
We knew he was really strong and great athlete, and twitchy, and we knew he had power. I don't know that we projected out 23 home runs, but he impacts it different. Like if you watch batting practice, it comes off his bat differently. He's so serious about his work. Like, what you see is what you get with him. He's just very stoic and very serious and a great worker, and obviously he can really see the baseball, which, that's the thing with these guys. Like, they can all see the ball. Like, it's such a differentiator at this level with just vision and their ability to, and they do such a good job of communicating to each other on, this is what the slider looks like, and you see this with the changeup, and he's he's really on top of that stuff, and he's just got an incredibly high care factor, and he just loves competing. So I don't know that we knew the juice was as big as it is, but he's got a long way to go too. Like, we're seeing him on his ascent. Like, he is a phenomenal player, but he's just going to continue to get better and better.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.